In terms of the stuff that God is doing, science is telling us a lot about that. And we're going to show that they actually agree as we go along here. But I want to show how God is fine-tuning our planet right here. And this first clip that I want to show from your beautiful documentary movie, Journey Toward Creation, which we're making available, has to do with the rotation rate of the Earth. I got a few questions for you after the clip, but folks, watch this. What has God designed?
Besides the Moon and an occasional asteroid, Earth's nearest neighbors are the planets Mercury and Venus on the inside, between the Sun and the Earth, and Mars on the outside. Our closest neighbor, Venus, like Mercury, is so close to the Sun that the Sun's gravity has worked like a set of brakes on its rotation period. Venus takes 244 Earth days to spin around just once. Our planet rotates about 4 times more slowly today than when life first appeared. Scientists have determined that a more radical change in Earth's rotation rate would have been catastrophic for life. Mercury, like the Moon, has only a slight atmosphere. Therefore, since virtually no erosion has occurred, Mercury's oldest geologic features remain, the scars of ancient impacts by asteroids and comets. Mercury's meteor-scarred landscape documents for us the early history of the inner planets, a time of intense asteroidal and cometary bombardment. This heavy assault not only took place on Mercury, but also on Venus, Mars, and the Moon. Likewise, the primordial Earth was not spared from this intense bombardment, even more so because of Earth's greater mass. This heavy bombardment resulted in searingly hot conditions, hot enough to vaporize the Earth's oceans and melt the Earth's crust. Obviously, no possibility for life existed at that time. For decades, scientists theorized that life on Earth arose from a vast collection of non-living molecules called the prebiotic soup, a process that required billions of years. But now research has shown that life arose quickly, in less than a few million years after the late heavy bombardment. In addition, there is no evidence for a prebiotic soup. If there was a prebiotic soup, we would expect to find the remains of it in ancient carbonaceous material, such as kerogen and graphite. As it turns out, all carbonaceous material on and in the Earth comes from postbiotic material, the decay of established life.
Hugh, 2 things stood out to me in this fantastic clip, and that is, one is if the Earth's rotation was different, we'd have a catastrophe. And number 2 is there's no primordial soup. All through high school, all through grammar school, I was taught as a kid there's a primordial soup and life arose through evolutionary means. And here you're coming out with a blank statement that astronomers say there's no evidence of it. Talk about both of those points, Earth's rotation and this primordial soup not being there.
Well, I mentioned in the clip that the Earth was rotating much more rapidly in the past. So it's not catastrophic for bacteria, but it'd be catastrophic for us. Because if it's rotating as fast as it did a few billion years ago, that means we have very laminar storms, which means humans would be limited to just one locale on planet Earth. We wouldn't be able to have civilization globally. There'd be much more intense storm features than what we're experiencing right now. And if you had a slower rotation rate, that means it'd be much hotter in the daytime than it is now and much colder at night. Now, the other thing we notice is we have just the right tilt of the rotation axis, 23.5 degrees. That's ideal for keeping advanced life over the whole of the globe. And God wanted us to have global civilization. And it's thanks to our moon that we have that stable rotation axis tilt. The other planets do this. Our planet stays rock steady at the ideal tilt angle.